The drumline shook the walls, and I slipped out for air. The patio smelled like wet leaves and champagne. I told myself I was only grabbing a minute. I told myself I trusted her. Then I saw them, her face tilted up, his hand on the rail. There, mouths closed the distance, like it had been rehearsed more than the songs inside. My breath forgot me. I didn't run, I didn't shout. I lifted my phone, one click. The flash stayed off. The truth didn't. My name almost left her lips. I swallowed it back, stepped behind a pillar, and stared at the photo. My girlfriend. Her. Their kiss. My future shrinking. My heart said go. My spine said wait. I chose the cruel middle. I watched long enough to know it wasn't an accident. His fingers traced the old path at her wrist. Her eyes didn't close all the way. She wanted to see herself choosing. I pocketed the phone and walked back through the door like nothing had cracked. People clapped. I clapped back with a face I borrowed from earlier. She found me 10 minutes later, cheeks bright, breathing quick. There you are. Here I am. You missed the rehearsal toast. I caught the important part. Her smile flickered. Which part? The part outside, I said, tasting the words before I let them out. Her pupils tightened. What outside? The outside the sky owns, I said. The part with air and history. She glanced at the doors. I was with a friend. Old friend, I said, very mouth forward. She flinched. Can we talk somewhere quieter? We could. I lifted my glass and drank nothing. But I like noise. It makes lies sweat. That's not fair. I'm not trying to be fair. Her voice dropped. Please. I followed her down a hallway hung with photos of people who looked permanent. We stopped near a storage room. The hum of the ice machine sounded like panic. She said, "Tell me what you think you saw." "I think I saw your past on your mouth." "It wasn't like that." "Then teach me the like that." She pressed her palms together. He came to say goodbye. Your version of goodbye has poor boundaries. It was a slip. It lasted long enough for a syllabus. She shut her eyes. "I'm sorry. I didn't ask for that yet. What do you want? Names, times, your reason that isn't a poem." She looked at the floor. "He asked for 5 minutes. I owed him 5 minutes. You owed me the other 4.5. She winced. "I know. Why him? We dated forever and broke for a reason. He said he didn't want to ruin what I have now," she whispered. "He wanted to be decent. Kissing decent is new." It was reflex. "Your mouth has reflexes?" She took a breath that scraped. "I wanted closure. And you tried to find it with lips?" He kissed me first. "You finished." She covered her face. "I know." Silence pressed between us until I could hear the ice machine breathing. I said, "Do you love him?" "No." "Do you love me?" "Yes." "Then why was my yes not enough?" She looked up, eyes wet. "Because I wanted to feel chosen by every history I ever had. It's ugly. It's true." I leaned on the wall. "Thanks for the ugly." "I didn't plan it. You planned the dress, the hair, the playlist, the guest list, the vows. You forgot to plan your mouth." She wiped her cheeks with the backs of her hands like she was scraping off a mask. "I was saying goodbye, so say goodbye with words." "I did, I will." "Then say it to me." She nodded, swallowed, tried again. "Goodbye to the version of me that needs him to feel alive." "Did you mean it out there?" She hesitated. "I wanted to." That wasn't the question. She met my eyes and whispered, "No." It landed like a plate on tile. "I'm sorry," she said again. "I still didn't ask for that." "What do you want?" "I want to understand the part of you that thinks I'm a safety net and a temporary stage light at the same time." "I don't think that. You acted it." She shook her head. "I hate me right now." "Good. Don't build a house." "There." Her mouth trembled. "Say something I can use." "Okay," I said. "Start with everything, all of it, no edits." She nodded like a student who feared the test more than the truth. "We talked by the railing. He said he was sorry for the way he left. He said he had grown. He said he wanted to see me happy with someone steady. I said, I am happy. He said he believes me. Then I cried a little. Then he hugged me. Then he kissed me. I froze for a second. Then I remembered you. I pulled back. How long was the second? She closed her eyes. Too long. Did you kiss him back? My body did what it remembered, she whispered. My heart didn't. Bodies write records too. I know. Did you think of me? I think of you every time I breathe. Except then. She took the hurt and held it like a bowl. Except then, I nodded. Thank you for not painting it gold. She reached for me. Please. I stepped back. Don't touch me with the same hands yet. Her shoulders shook. I'll fix this. You can't fix the past. Can fix my present. How? I'll block him. I'll send a message with you there. I'll write the truth and sign it with shame. Shame is cheap, I said. Honesty costs more. I'll pay. We stood in the hum. Somewhere down the hall, people clapped again at a joke we hadn't heard. It sounded like a different planet, she whispered. Tell me you still want me. I want the version of you that didn't do that, I said. But that version didn't make it to tonight. I can be better than tonight. I hope so. She reached for my hand again and stopped midair. What do you need? I need time, I said. And I need to stop lying to myself about how strong we are when we don't tell the truth until it's bleeding. She nodded like she'd been waiting for a verdict that still hadn't been read. Then let me give you time. I'll go home. You stay. You breathe. I'm not staying to smile. Then don't smile, she said. Just don't turn this into a bonfire in front of people who will cheer for the flames. Who said anything about people? She blinked. What do you mean? Nothing, I said. Not yet. She wiped her eyes again. Please don't punish me online. Is that a confession? It's a fear. I didn't say I would. You used that voice, she whispered. I used the voice that belongs to a man who watched his future kiss the past like the present was a prop. She folded in on herself, then unfolded with whatever courage she had left. I can't take it back. I can only tell you I was wrong. You were wrong, I said, and I was there. I'll send the goodbye now, she said, pulling out her phone. Read it, she typed. She read, do not contact me again. I choose the man I'm with. I won't feed old fires. Add, I shouldn't have met you alone, she typed. Added, send, she pressed. Her phone made the sound of a door shutting. Show me, she showed me. The message went with her name like a witness. Block? I asked. She blocked. Done. Delete the thread. She did. The screen went blank like snow. I didn't feel clean. She looked at me. How do I make you feel clean? You don't, I said. Time does, work does, silence does, not the kind that hides. The kind that waits, she nodded. Then I'll wait. We returned to the room we had planned to celebrate in. I walked to the back, took my jacket, waved at no one and left. I sat in my car and let the wheel hold my hands while my phone stared at me. The photo waited like a dare. Closure, I said to the dashboard. Is that what you call it when you open something you promised to close? I scrolled back to the image. My chest pulled tight, then tighter. I imagined waking tomorrow and acting like we could outrun this with jokes and chores. My stomach turned. She texted, home. I'm sorry, I love you. I typed nothing. I let the phone rest on the seat right there a minute later. Please don't post anything. Please. I stared at the word please. It tasted like a lock that hoped to be a key. I typed, you chose a kiss. I choose a question. I didn't send it. I drove home on slow streets with long lights. At red, I opened the photo again and whispered to the boy inside it who was still choosing, don't pretend this didn't happen. In my apartment, the walls smelled like laundry and old hope. I threw water on my face, watched it run off my jaw. I set the phone on the counter and walked circles. She called. I let it ring out. She texted, I'll wait outside your door. I won't knock. I'll just be near. I typed, don't. I sent that one. I opened my social app and stared at the empty box. The cursor blinked like a heart that couldn't make up its mind. I typed, then deleted, then typed again. I wrote, "If you saw your future partner kissing an ex tonight, would you still marry them?" I attached the photo. My finger hovered. I heard her voice from the hallway in my head. "Don't punish me online." I heard my own voice answer, "Don't punish me in private." I thought about our first date, the way she laughed with her whole mouth like she trusted joy. I thought about last month when she slept on my chest and drooled a little, and I loved it because it meant she felt safe. I thought about tonight and how safety breaks when history pretends to be harmless. My fingers shook. I pulled it back, I put the phone down, I walked to the sink, I walked back, I picked up the phone, I put it down, I put it in the freezer. I laughed and took it out again. She texted, "I'm outside now." I looked through the peephole. She sat on the floor, knees up, face in her hands. She didn't knock, she kept her word. I slid down on my side of the door and spoke to the wood. Why wasn't I enough tonight? She didn't answer. The door wasn't a telephone. I wasn't brave enough to open it. I picked up my phone and typed, "Closure is what you do with grief, not with another person's mouth." I deleted it. I typed, "I'm not your museum guard, keeping watch while you visit old art." I deleted it. I typed, "I love you. I don't trust you." I deleted that too. I stared at the photo one last time. The light caught her hair like a promise that didn't belong to me. His hand looked practiced. My chest said, "Truth or rot." I posted the question. I attached the image. I didn't add a caption with fire. I didn't tag her. I let the picture be the sentence. For 3 seconds, nothing happened. Then the screen bloomed with comments and private messages and advice from people who love drama like it pays rent. I put the phone face down, leaned my head against the door, and let the wood cool my skin. I whispered to the hinge, to myself, to whatever listened. Should I still marry her? The apartment was too quiet for two people who had both lost their voices in different ways. She sat curled on the edge of the couch, her knees tucked up like armor. I leaned against the table, phone face down, pulse still carrying the echo of what I'd posted. The silence was its own third presence between us. "Say something," she whispered. "I already said something," I replied. "The whole world heard it." Her eyes glistened. "Why? Why would you do that to us?" "Why would you do that to us?" I shot back. "Don't spin this like my post was the crime. The crime already happened on the patio." She shook her head. "I made a mistake. One mistake. One kiss," I corrected. "Not one mistake. A mistake is forgetting, Milk. A kiss is intention." "It wasn't intention," she said quickly. "It was don't." My voice cracked sharper than I meant. "Don't say closure again. That word is rotten now." She bit her lip. "Then what do you want me to say?" "The truth," I said. "All of it. Not your trimmed-down, sympathetic version. I want everything. Every second, every thought, every reason." Her hands trembled. "It'll hurt you." "It already does." We sat in the low hum of the fridge. I wanted her to feel the weight of my stare, but my eyes slid to the floor. "Fine," she whispered. "He texted me last week." My chest locked. "Last week?" "Yes. You told me he was gone, that you blocked him months ago." "I did. He used another number, and you answered." Her silence was enough. "You answered. I didn't know if it was him until I opened it. And when you saw his name, you could have closed it." She swallowed. "I didn't." The words burned like acid. "So the party wasn't the first time?" Her voice shrank. "We only saw each other once before that." I slammed my palm on the table. "Once is already betrayal. Twice is a pattern." Tears spilled down her face. "I wanted to tell you. I was scared. Scared of losing me, or scared of losing the thrill of him?" Her sob broke the silence. "Both. I wanted to scream, but the scream died halfway up my throat. Instead, I asked, "Did you kiss him then too?" She covered her mouth, my stomach twisted. "Answer me." Her nod was tiny, like she hoped it wouldn't count. I laughed, but it wasn't humor. "You begged me to believe it was one mistake, and here you are with two." She crawled forward on the couch. "I didn't love him. I don't love him." Love isn't the defense here. Respect is, and that's already gone. She reached for my hand. I pulled it back like fire. "Don't touch me until I ask for it," I said. Her shoulders collapsed. "What do you want me to do? Tell me and I'll do it." I paced the living room, words spilling faster than I could measure them. "I want rules. I want boundaries. I want no more surprises, no more secrets. I can do that." "Rule 1, I said, turning on her. "No lies, not the small ones, not the for your own good ones, none." "Okay." "Rule 2, if he contacts you again, I hear about it immediately. Not a day later, not an hour later, immediately." "Okay." "Rule 3, if I ask you something, you give me the full story, not the edited story, not the PG version, everything." Her face was streaked red. "I promise." I leaned closer. "Rule 4, I decide if we survive this, not you, not him, me." Her lip quivered, but she nodded. "Say it out loud," I demanded. "You decide if we survive," she said, her voice trembling. "Good." We breathed in the wreckage of our promises. Then my phone buzzed. Once, twice, I froze. She froze. "Don't," she whispered. I picked it up anyway. A message preview glowed on the lock screen. Unknown number, attached video, her face drained. "What is this?" I asked. She reached for it. "Please, don't open that." My pulse spiked. "Why not?" Her voice cracked. "Because I know what it is." The room shrank around us. "You know," I repeated. She folded her arms tight against her chest. "It's him, it's proof, and you're not the only one he kissed." I opened the phone with shaking hands. A video thumbnail waited, her ex lips on another girl who wasn't her. Date stamped last month, my vision blurred with rage. "You knew," I said. "You knew he was doing this with other girls, and you still," she cried out. "I thought if I ignored it, it wouldn't matter. I didn't want to hurt you more." "You didn't want to hurt me," I snarled. "So you let me walk blind into loving you while you carried his pattern like it was just yours alone." Her sobs split the air. "I'm sorry." "No," I said. My voice was iron. "Sorry isn't enough anymore." The video played in my hand, proof burning through excuses, and all I could hear was the echo of my own question to the world. Should I still marry her? The video replayed on my screen, looping like a wound that wouldn't clot. Him, lips pressed against a stranger, not her, someone else, someone new. I shoved the phone onto the table so hard the screen rattled. "You knew." She covered her face. "I didn't want you to see it." "You knew." My throat tore with the shout. "He wasn't even faithful in his filth, and you still let him back near you." Her shoulders shook. "I didn't let him back. I stumbled." I slammed my palm against the wall. "You kissed a man who was collecting lips like trophies. And you call that stumbling?" Her sobs filled the room. "I wanted to feel chosen, just once more. Do you understand? He left me years ago, and part of me needed to know if I could still stop." I held up my hand like a blade. "Don't you dare romanticize it. You wanted proof, you wanted ego food, and you thought our engagement could survive that?" She crawled closer across the couch. "Please, listen, I'm not proud of it." I felt weak, ugly, and when he looked at me, it was like the girl I used to be was alive again, but I don't want that girl anymore. I barked a laugh, jagged and bitter. "You don't want her, but you kissed with her mouth." Her tears dripped into her palms. "I'm begging you, don't throw me away over my lowest moment." "Lowest moment?" I leaned in, eyes burning. "You lied to me, repeatedly. You edited the story, carved out the ugly, spoon-fed me what you thought I could swallow. That isn't one moment. That's a pattern." She pressed her forehead to her knees. I was scared of losing you. You should have been scared of losing me before you kissed him. The silence stretched until it ached. Finally, she whispered, "What do I do? Tell me what to do." I paced the room, fists tight. You give me everything. No more pieces, no more polite edits. Truth or nothing. She lifted her swollen eyes. Everything? Everything. She nodded, trembling. Fine. We met twice, first at a cafe. He asked for 5 minutes and I stayed for 30. I told you I was running errands. My stomach churned. Go on. The second was the kiss you saw at the party. He texted me after, but I blocked him. Then he used another number and I ignored it. That's it. That's not everything. It is. I slammed the table. No half-truths, no forgotten details. She flinched. Fine. When we met. At the cafe, he touched my hand. Just for a second, I pulled away, but I didn't tell you. I told myself it didn't count. I told myself it was harmless. I stared at her, disgust chewing through me. You let him touch you, her whisper cracked. I hated myself the moment I walked out, but I couldn't stop replaying it. That's why the kiss happened. It was like a door I never locked. I dragged my hands through my hair. You admit it like confession cleans it, but it doesn't. It doesn't heal a damn thing. Her sob broke like glass. Then what do I have left? What do I say? Nothing, I said. No speeches, just truth. From now on, it's truth or nothing. She crawled off the couch, onto the floor at my feet. Please, give me another chance. I'll burn every bridge. I'll show you every message. I'll hand you my phone, my accounts, I cut her off. You can hand me your skin and it won't erase what's under it. She gripped my ankle, desperate. I love you. I love you in ways he never could. I jerked my leg away. Don't use love like bleach. Love doesn't erase stains. Her cries rattled the apartment walls. I grabbed my jacket, needing air, needing space, needing anything that wasn't her voice. But my feet rooted to the carpet. Leaving would feel like surrender. Staying felt like suffocation. She whispered behind me, "Do you hate me now?" I turned slowly. I don't hate you. Hate is clean. This is messier. I look at you and see the girl I asked to marry me, and the girl who kissed him, both in the same skin, and I don't know which one I'm holding. Her lip quivered. I'm still me. No, I said. You're two versions, and I don't know which survives. Her voice cracked. Let me prove it. Let me be the one you chose. I sat heavily on the chair, exhausted. You want terms? Fine. Truth or nothing. From now on, you speak the raw cut or you stay silent. No sugar, no edits. She nodded through tears. I can do that. Say something true right now, I demanded. She choked. I don't deserve you. I swallowed hard. Another. Hate myself for wanting to feel wanted by him. Another. I wake up every morning terrified that you'll leave me, and tonight I feel like you already have. Her words dug trenches in my chest. I wanted them to stitch, but they only deepened the wound. I whispered, "None of this heals me." Her eyes widened with panic. Then what will? I looked at her, at the trembling girl on the carpet, and felt both rage and pity knotted in the same breath. Nothing, I said. Not now. She reached out again. Then don't end us. Please, give me time. I stood, grabbed my phone and held it up. You know what tomorrow was supposed to be? The day we signed the venue contract. The day we called it official. She nodded, sobbing. I locked eyes with her. I'm still going, but not for us. For me. Her tears froze midstream. What do you mean? I opened the door, the hallway cold against my skin. I'll use the date for myself, not for us. And I walked out, leaving her sobs to fill the space where vows were supposed to live. The calendar notification blinked on my phone. Venue deposit due today. What should have been our wedding day sat heavy in my chest like a stone. I walked into the apartment. She was already there, dressed in white. Not a gown, but a dress. Soft enough to pretend. Her eyes clung to mine, fragile hope barely holding. You came, she whispered. I said I would, I replied, shutting the door. She gestured to the couch. Sit, please. Let's talk. I sat across from her, the coffee table between us like a judge's bench. She took a breath. I know you're angry. I know I broke something sacred, but today doesn't have to end us. It can be a new beginning. Please, let it be that. I shook my head slowly. You still don't get it. Then explain, she said, voice trembling. Tell me what I don't understand. You're waiting for reconciliation, I said. I didn't come here to glue us back together. I came to give us an ending. Her lips parted, but no words came out. Then finally, you don't mean that. I do. Tears welled instantly. After everything, after all the years, you'll just throw it away. I leaned forward, voice steady. I'm not throwing it away, I'm setting it down. It's too heavy to carry anymore. She pressed her hands together, shaking. I can be better. I can give you honesty, all of me, no more lies. I closed my eyes briefly. Honesty given too late is just confession. It doesn't heal what it already broke. She bit her lip hard. So that's it? You'd rather punish me forever than forgive me? No, I said quietly. I'd rather choose myself for once. Her breath hitched. You're choosing yourself over us. There is no us, I said. Not the way you imagine. The moment you kissed him, the ground beneath us cracked, and I've been falling through it ever since. She gripped the edge of the couch. Then let me pull you up. Don't let me be the reason you drown. I shook my head. You already were. The choice now is whether I keep sinking with you or finally swim. Her tears spilled. I love you. I know, I said. But love without trust is just chaos. I won't build a life on chaos, she whispered. You're killing me. No, I said. I'm saving me. The silence was sharp, filled only with the sound of her crying. She finally asked, Do you regret me? I stared at her, memories crowding my throat. Our first date, late-night laughter, her head on my shoulder during movies. I let the images ache before I answered. No, I don't regret you. I regret the lies. She curled into herself, sobbing. I'm sorry. I know you are, I said gently. But your sorry doesn't change my reality. She looked up, eyes red. Then what does? My decision, I said. And that is, she whispered. I stood slowly. To walk away with dignity, without revenge, just truth. Her face crumpled. Don't do this. I already did, I said. The moment I saw you with him, something in me shifted. I fought it, argued with it, tried to forgive it. But today I accept it. She reached out, voice desperate. We can still make new memories. I stepped back. I'd rather protect the old ones, before the lies, before the kiss, before the cracks. Her hand dropped. So you're done? Yes, her sob was raw. Then say goodbye, at least give me that. I nodded. Goodbye. Thank you for the laughter, for the nights I felt whole, for the lessons you never meant to teach. But I won't thank you for the pain that I'll carry as a warning. She shook her head. I never wanted to hurt you. And yet you did, I said. That's the truth we can't edit. I picked up my jacket. She rose quickly. Please, don't leave like this. I paused at the door, looked back at her. The girl who once was my future, now only my past. For once, I said, voice steady. My mind and my mouth said the same thing. She held her breath. I choose me. And I walked out into the day that was supposed to be ours. Finally, mine alone.